Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to my powerful talk show on Cloud9 with Dr. Haleema Sadia. And today we have an iron lady with us, a lady who has substance, a lady who has a vision, a lady who has the power of transforming the lives, and lady who works for the mental health. As we all know that after COVID, it has become a necessity. It has become so crucial because the people during COVID, they suffered a lot, especially if you talk about the new generation, the generation Z, or even the previous generation, the people, those who are in their youth age, or we can say adulthood, all are suffering with this. But the issue is that most of us, we don't realize that, yes, I am suffering with some mental issues. So let's welcome with a big round of applause to the Iron Lady, Miss Samarpita ji. How are you? Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Dr. Haleema. I'm fine. I hope you're doing well too.
So please let us know a little bit about your organization. That's Confident You. The name is very unique.
I'll tell you, I'll just start with the story, how it started exactly. Basically, I am an engineering graduate, but then after my marriage, there was a lot of confusion, and then somehow I managed to do a master's degree in the counseling psychology. And then after master's, I did not know what to do. So I joined an NGO wherein I was voluntarily working and understanding the nuances of how an organization works. तो फिर उस टाइम आई रिमेम्बर आई वाज प्रिपेयरिंग माय विजिटिंग कार्ड एंड फिर मैं विजिटिंग कार्ड में आई वाज थिंकिंग व्हाट शुड आई मेंशन देयर एंड आई got clicked with this line, talk to your confidant, and from there the name came, like your confidant. So it was around the COVID time only, 2020 December में शायद ये idea आया, and then towards the start of 2021 we launched your confidence. Slowly we went to the digital platforms as well. And I am based in Cuttack, so obviously the organization is based in Cuttack only. But then we have online presence as well. Like we have a team which has a number of therapists and psychiatrists also. They take counseling sessions and psychiatric consultations online. And I am at the headquarters taking face-to-face sessions. And with passing time, we also found that we need to have different units. As in this, your confidant is a mental health unit, and we wanted to have a school also, and for which from the child the parent was born. So we registered as a Section 8 company as your foundation, which is the umbrella for the mental health unit, your confident, and we have registered your sport as well. And then we are planning for coming up to school. So this is all about the organization. Yes.
That's really great to know that you are planning for the school as well, and that school will be very unique. And of course, the students will get holistic development that I can just foresee, because you are dealing with mental health, and naturally, you are going to take care of that aspect in your school. So, wish you good luck. Thank you very
Even
much.
I would request your help also. Whenever we start out with the plan, I would obviously reach out to you for the help.
My pleasure. I will be more than happy, because I have been working as a founding principal of 5 schools. So, like, I founded new schools. So I always love facing challenges. So if somebody asks me to do something new, that really appeals me a lot. Otherwise, same routine, boring routine, I don't like at all. Okay, so Samapita ji, you are an iron lady, I understand. But honestly, tell me that, was there any occasion where you feel like melting chocolate instead of being the steel or iron lady?
डॉक्टर हलीमा मैं ये बोलूंगी बचपन से लेकर टिल मैं एडोलेसेंट फेज आई थिंक आई वाज लिटरली एन आयरन लेडी नोबडी लाइक्ड मी इन माय स्कूल एंड माय कॉलेज so I was literally an iron lady and I will put up this facade that मेरी जिंदगी में तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है आई एम हैप्पी but then suddenly while I was entering into my adulthood some things were happening and my emotionality was getting revealed and I was also surprised so now तो I will say that I am more like a melting chocolate than a solid steel, honestly. और ऐसे तो बहुत instances है, but recently, like from my therapeutic setup, I will say when the clients are sharing when I'm taking history, it is very difficult to contain yourself in those emotions, because as they are sharing their story, your folders, your story also keep opening, and then you have to make a balance of both. You have to see that you are not unstable, because you need to perform well in dealing with their problems. So yes, I think it depends on the situation. If it is a requirement of being a melting chocolate, I will melt down. In terms of like with as far as my clients are concerned, yes, I have to melt down. I usually melt down because unless I do that, I won't be able to empathize with their stories. And the containing part, I don't have to cry. I have to keep myself contained in those emotions. For that, I think I have to be a little bit of an iron uh, lady in that way. So yeah, mix of both.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, and it is said that behind every successful person, there is a woman, and behind every strong woman, there is she herself. So, but when the things don't work, whom you silently blame, secretly blame that, okay, because of this person, my things are not working out as per my wish. Is there anyone?
Um, पहले तो मैं ये बोलूंगी कि behind every woman there is she's hustle behind herself. I don't believe in this statement, because men ho ya fir women ho jo bhi ho, we are all human beings at the end. So I feel every human being is so well connected with the surrounding. So first of all, I will not believe in this that every behind every strong woman she is the only one herself. I believe every human being is made from different factors. So, वो तो है ही, like I don't believe that I am behind myself. Like there are a lot of people who have made me through time, and a lot of give and take have happened. And about secretly blaming somebody, I think ये blaming का चीज मैं बचपन में करती थी, but then with time somehow I learned कि I will get into my cocoon. फिर मैं silently I'll observe, and there was a point wherein I always defended the other person. मैं अपने आप को ही blame करती थी, and probably that is why I went into a depressive phase and wherein I was suicidal. But then वही मतलब अभी blame करने का तो अभी सवाल ही नहीं उठता है. Like I always think that
Yeah,
नहीं
good
कुछ
girl. You are a
नहीं
very
पहले
good girl.
आई वाज लाइक दैट, सबको ब्लेम कर दो और खुद अपने आराम से रहो. बट देन द टाइम आई लर्न कि नहीं, ब्लेमिंग इज नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प. इट्स बेटर टू be in your cocoon, sit silently, observe the situation with awareness, come out and discuss on the solutions. Is what I feel is better than blaming anybody.
Yeah, happy to know that. So you have conquered challenges, but have you ever lost any battle to something truly dangerous? Like sometimes you lost the Wi-Fi in the middle of the presentation. Sometimes you missed your morning alarm and there was something great happening on that day.
मुझे तो लगता है कि मैंने ऐसा कुछ कॉन्कर नहीं किया है, बट देयर इज लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स व्हिच नीड टू बी कॉन्कर्ड येट, बट आई डोंट बिलीव इन इट. बट आई लिव विद द सिंपल इंटेंशन ऑफ if I am there and I can be of some help to people, and that will be the best way of living is what I feel. And about the silly things, अगर छोटे छोटे battles के बारे में बताऊं तो या मुझे लगता है कि if I start speaking and then I go tangential and I go circumstantial, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि मैं start करूँ तो I'll end up somewhere else. So I was before this podcast also I was little scared कि कहीं मैं question का ठीक answer तो दे दूँ, मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि एक चीज start करूँ and I should not end somewhere else and because of the time constraint that we have. Yeah, मतलब यही कि I become circumstantial sometimes and I become tangential also. Okay, I start somewhere and I end up somewhere. So that is the battle that I fight daily, I would say.
Yeah, and I must share with you my story that when I went from India to Dubai, I
And
just joined as a principal. Here I was working as a teacher for 14 years. And then after that, I was deputed as a head of the school. and I worked for 5 years as head of the school, and then I went to Dubai. So till that time, I was working with my family, my sons, my husband, everybody was there. And especially in technology, I was very handicapped, and everything they used to do. Even changing the SIM was also done by them. So I never opened the mobile, I never take out the SIM, I never insert the SIM. When I went over there, so then in my mobile, I took the new SIM from Dubai and I inserted that SIM. And when it was to recharge, the SIM doesn't have the validity. It has validity, but there was no balance. So I purchased the balance from the shop. In the grocery shop, usually you pay and they give you one slip, and we are supposed to put in that. I was not even able to do that. Just imagine. And I was feeling so helpless what to do there. I was all alone. My family didn't join me over there. And then with great difficulty, you will not believe that who taught me. When I came back from this school in the car, my driver taught me that, okay, ma'am, let me show you how to do this. Is very simple, and then yes, your balance will be there. So it happens in life. You do big things, but you
Yes.
lose the small things and small battles in life. Thank you very much. And now let's move to our glamorous story of success. Everybody looks at the stories, looks at the glamour, but nobody looks at that how many cups of chai, coffee, and so many silent prayers and struggles are behind this. So behind your empire, how many cups of chai and coffee and prayers?
अभी तक तो एम्पायर बना नहीं है. I
Ah,
am like we are on the process, like in the process of making it a big empire. But I think आप जब ठान लेते हो कि आपको एम्पायर बनाना है तब नहीं बनता है, तो ये ऑटोमेटिकली बन जाता है. तो आई एम नॉट थिंकिंग मच अबाउट मेकिंग इट इनटू अ बिग एम्पायर. आई एम जस्ट डूइंग थिंग्स वन बाय वन विद माय टीम. और चाय कॉफी साइलेंट प्रेयर्स, आई चाय कॉफी तो मैं लेती नहीं हूँ. एंड इफ इट इज कॉफी देन इट इज कोल्ड कॉफी. एंड silent prayers, I think not prayers. I would rather sit with myself silently in order to understand and process things. And from that processing, if something comes out, then वही साइलेंस से ही योर कॉन्फिडेंट बना, वही साइलेंस से ही योर फाउंडेशन बना. तो आई थिंक या साइलेंट मोमेंट्स, सिटिंग विद माई सेल्फ एंड जस्ट इंट्रोस्पेक्टिंग एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग हाउ थिंग्स आर.
yeah, that's nice. So, if you had a superpower during your toughest phase, what would it be? Whether you want to be invisible, or you want a pause time, or you want to mute the negative people.
Like in the previous answer that like I said, तीनों ऑप्शन में से तो मैं बोलूंगी इनविजिबल, which means being silent or going into my cocoon and processing things according to my ways, and then come out and do my best is what I feel is the best thing to
Okay.
do.
So, iron ladies don't cry. Samarpita has cried ever, even
अरे
while
बहुत होती
even,
हूँ,
even
बहुत
while
होती हूँ.
peeling onion.
पहले तो अनियंस नहीं खाती हूँ तो पील नहीं करना पड़ता है. But then रोने की बात है, like I told you, till my adolescent, I was a strong lady, but suddenly something was coming out. My emotional part of my brain was uh, taking some U-turn, जो कि जिसके बाद मैं बस I felt कि नहीं, रोना ही is the best solution. और मुझे, मैं रोते टाइम अगर मुझे कोई डिस्टर्ब करता है, क्योंकि फैमिली में होता है तो उनको पता चलता है कि ये रो रही है, एंड दे आर ऑल्सो हर्ट कि हमारे वजह से कहीं ये तो रो नहीं रही है. तो दे विल से कि डोंट क्राई, देन आई विल रिक्वेस्ट देम कि आप मुझे रोको मत, लेट मी क्राई, लेट मी प्रोसेस. मैं रोने के बाद मैं अच्छी हो जाऊंगी. देन रादर देन यू लाइक मुझे बार बार वही टोकना कि नहीं आप मत रो बिकॉज यू आर गेटिंग हर्ट, वो मत करो, जस्ट लीव मी. आई जस्ट हैव माई बाउट ऑफ क्राई. मैं रोने के बाद आई विल बी ऑल राइट एंड आई विल बी एज नॉर्मल एज बिफोर. तो रोना तो इज लाइक मुझे तो बड़ा अच्छा लगता है, कभी
Good
कुछ हो तो रो
strategy,
लो.
very good strategy. Okay, now
It
if
is
your
a
younger
catharsis.
version will come, Samarpita, like maybe Samarpita of 10 years old, 15 years old, so she will feel proud of you, or she will say that, oh no, I didn't plan this way for you.
Both. ऐसे तो नहीं बोल सकती. Like yeah, she will say that she's proud of me, but then yeah, it was not planned also, क्योंकि मेरी planning तो कुछ अलग ही थी, and I was getting directed somewhere else, and I'm getting directed to this point. बट मेरा प्लानिंग ही कुछ अलग था. आई वाज थिंकिंग ऑफ एरोनॉटिकल इंजीनियरिंग, सम पायलट कोर्स एंड देन जर्नलिज्म, सम ऑफ बीट का. बट ऐसा सिचुएशन था कि आई डिड लाइक आई वाज नॉट अलाउड टू टेक दैट रिस्क. बट देन विथ टाइम, अभी ज्यादा दिन तो आप ऐसे नहीं कर सकते हो ना, रिस्क नहीं ले सकते
Mhm.
हो, ऐसा नहीं है. तो विथ टाइम आई थिंक आई टुक दैट रिस्क एंड देन we are still struggling with the organization, but then I think I'm happy. I identified more with what I am doing now. Yeah, I think she will be proud and she will say
Yes,
that
we are also proud of you,
that-
my darling. So she will also be proud of you.
thank
Okay,
you.
so before we conclude, will be your simple advice or maybe punchline for the people around you related to mental health or related to anything else? What would be your punchline you want to give them as mantra?
ही रहना है, जितना नेचुरल ऑनेस्ट होके रह सकते हैं उतना ही रहना है. हम लोग ना बहुत लोगों के बारे में सोचते हैं एंड वी एंड अप डूइंग नथिंग. तो वही, नेचुरली रहना है, जैसे मन कर रहा है वैसे रहो, लोगों के बारे में भी थोड़ा सोचो. सब कुछ करके लाइक यू हैव अ परफेक्ट सैलड, तो उसको खा लो और खुश रहो बस.
Okay,
और
that's
या
really
मेंटल हेल्थ
lovely.
के बारे में अगर बोलना है, यस, लाइक अभी मेरा पीएचडी का टॉपिक भी वैसा है, वेयर इन आई गेट टू सी लॉट ऑफ पेशेंट्स और उनके घर वाले. आई एम असेसिंग द केयर गिवर बर्डन ऑफ द पेशेंट्स. तो इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. यू नीड टू बी दैट टॉलरेंट इनफ टू एक्चुअली फेस देयर पेन. वो जब अपना स्टोरी शेयर कर रहे हो,
Mhm.
there's lot to be done in the field of mental health and it is a basic necessity that we are talking about today. तो वही, अपने इमोशनल हेल्थ, मेंटल हेल्थ का भी थोड़ा केयर ले और फिजिकल हेल्थ का भी ले.
Thank
और
you very much.
बिल्कुल
Yes,
रहे
yes,
बस.
yes, yes. Wonderful advice. Thank you very much. It was lovely talking to you and having insights from your life, from your journey, from your experience. God bless you. Take
थैंक यू
care.
डॉक्टर.
And yes, every Friday at 6 p.m., don't miss this show on Cloud9 with Dr. Haleema Sadia. And now I'm signing off. Thank you. Bye bye.